Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. Today's practice is called Tone and Sculpt. So we'll be strengthening and sculpting our body with this fun vinyasa sequence. We'll begin in a tabletop position right away. Arriving in a tabletop position towards about the center part of the mat. Just have a nice long spine as you look forwards. And then we'll start to take our knees back a couple of inches. So you want there to be a bit more of a wider angle between the knee and the hip, but still making sure that the shoulders are stacked on top of the wrists. We're just going to start to right away coordinate breath and movement. So you take a big breath in here. As you exhale, a little shift forwards, lower down like a chaturanga push-up, push back up, then exhale, come down towards child's pose. Inhale, shift you forwards, exhale, little bend of the elbows, elbows in, push back up, inhale, come back into child's. Inhale, really going down as far as you can, exhale, little push back up, inhale, come back into child's. And we'll take one more just like that, breathe in. Exhale, push back up, inhale, into child's. Making your way into tabletop position. We'll move the knees forwards a couple of inches so they directly align underneath the hip points. And go ahead and send your right leg back behind you, point your right toes, squeeze your right glute. Continuing to warm up those triceps. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, lower down, so the chin's going to go lower to the mat, but only go as far as you can. As soon as the elbows wing out, push back up, inhale. Exhale, lower down, as low as you can, push back up, inhale. Exhale to lower, inhale, push up. We'll go for one more, exhale, push up to inhale. Right knee bends. Place your right knee down to the mat, left leg goes back, point the left toe, squeeze the left glute, breathe in, exhale, only as low as down as you can go, push back up, inhale, exhale, inhale, push back up, exhale, inhale, push back up, one more to lower, exhale, push back up, inhale, left knee bends, retain the knee towards the mat. Arriving in tabletop position, spread the fingers, ground through the knees, lift your gaze up, open up your chest, breath in, exhale, spread the shoulders wide, draw the chin to the chest. Inhale to look up, open heart, gaze is high, exhale, round, inhale, drishti up, and one more to exhale. Take a breath in, arrive into tabletop position. Go ahead and curl your toes under and then lift your knees, hovering them just above the mat for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower the knees to the mat, just come back to the breath. And we'll lift that up again for 3. Spreading the shoulders slightly, 2, 1. Knees to the mat, exhale, return back to the breath. And one more time, lift those knees, hover in tabletop, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, knees to the mat. Walk the hands forwards a couple of steps so they come at the very top of the mat, and then take a big step back with your feet, just arriving in plank pose, actively pressing the ground away from you, compressing the front and the back of the body, staying energetic, uplifting through the arms. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Don't worry, the heels don't ground. You can keep the heels lifted here. Little shift forwards into plank pose, inhale, and then push back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift you forwards. Exhale, push back. One more to shift forwards, inhale, all the way up and back, downward dog. Then we'll start to pedal and work into our legs. Start to walk your dog forwards, little bend of the knees, one knee at a time. Eventually creep into the top of the mat. Bend the knees a whole lot, keep the head heavy. Fluid inhale sweeps you all the way up, all the way towards Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Exhale at the top, shoulders draw down and away. Sweep the arms up, palms connect overhead as you take a breath in, energize through the core. Exhale, swan dive into Uttanasana, forward fold. Adho Uttanasana, find the length, breathe in. Bend the knees to the hands root. Now you can step or you can take a little playful jump down to chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. From downward dog, right away, shoot your right leg up to the sky and point your toes as you breathe in. Now bend into your right knee and open up your hip as you exhale. Square the shoulders off. Breathe in, right knee tiger curls wide to the right, all the way in towards the face. Heel to the bum, spread the shoulders wide. Exhale, right knee drops towards the mat. So the right knee wants to be more or less underneath the right hip point, right toes are flat. Use your breath in to lift your left leg and point your left toes to activate that left glute. As you look forwards, exhale just like we did before, little chaturanga push-up, push back up, inhale. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale, inhale, we'll go for one more, exhale. Push back up, inhale. Arms are active, left toes to the mat, exhale. And now we're going to lift up our right knee to the nose. So big breath in, push up, knee to the nose. As you exhale, think about going into a downward dog. So the hips go up and back. But you want to bring this right knee towards your left knee. And then squeeze your right heel towards your right bum cheek. Keep the toes flexed. So you're creating a bit of isometric contraction here. So we're engaging our muscles, but there's no real movement at the joint. This left leg doesn't have to be super straight. It can have a soft micro bend in the knee. And just bring your belly closer to your thighs if you can. Right toes reach to the sky, point them up as you take a big breath in. Then as you exhale, right knee drives close to the face, big step through. Foot in between the hands, drag that foot forward if needed. Pressing down through the right foot. Use your next breath in to bring your palms to touch over the head, maybe looking up to the thumbs. And your exhale to sink forward and through the front right heel. Pause for the inhale, keep those thighs nice and firm. Pause for the exhale. Fingers drop to the very top of the mat. Now you want a nice side body stretch here, so reach them as far forward as you can. And as you curl the back left toes, lift your back left knee. This is your inhale. Get nice and springy and buoyant on the back left toes. Exhale, bring it in. Left knee to the nose. Dive towards the belly, the chest. Step back, inhale. Spring forward, exhale. Heel to the bum, squeeze. Step back, inhale. Exhale. Step back, inhale. Exhale. The next inhale, as you step back with your left toes, drop your left heel like warrior 2 feet. Exhale. Press through the feet, windmill, spiral open the chest, look forwards as you inhale, warrior 2. Flip through your right palm, reach to the front of the room, and then exhale. Reverse the warrior, hand can be at the back leg or find the bind. Inhale, open the hips, hips are parallel to the side of the mat. And then as you exhale, we're going to windmill this left hand to frame inside of the right foot, right arm lifts, then pivot on your back left toes. Reach through the right fingers, continuing to breathe. Making sure that the rotation comes from the chest and the shoulder as opposed to the hips. Now I want you to imagine that someone's now pulling you up through your right hand, and you want to go with that. And then maybe popping onto the left fingers, maybe even that left hand floats. Perhaps even reaching the left arm to the front of the room if you want to make it extra challenging. Arms are at 90 degrees, continue to breathe. And exhale, left hand lowers to the mat, sweep the right hand back to frame the right foot, shoulders are level, springy on the back left toes. Left foot steps forwards, inhale, bend the knees, fingers interlace behind the back of the bum, then use this to kind of lift you up. Poke the bum out, send the chest forward, inner thighs squeeze. Exhale. Inhale again, puff up the chest, knuckles away. Exhale, fold over the hips. Into Uttanasana, forward fold, drive the knuckles over the top of the head. Relax the back of the neck. Releasing the fingers as you take your next breath out. Adho Uttanasana, finding that length in the spine, inhale, and exhale, refold. As you bend the knees, lift up through the heels onto the tips of the toes, bum down, knees go wide. Exhale, heels down, fold forwards. Knees bend out wide, bum down, inhale. Then exhale, drop the heels, fold forward. Inhale, sit down low. Exhale. We'll go for one more, moving into those legs. Inhale. Then exhale, heels to the mat. Bend the knees, fingers grip behind you. Inhale, lifts you up into that little awkward chair pose. Stretch those shoulders. This time grounding down through the right foot. Lift the left heel towards the left bum cheek. Flex the left toes. Knees press against one another. Squeeze. Inhale. As you exhale, move into warrior three. Keep flexing the back toes. And inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat, left knee taps. Inhale, kicks you back. Exhale, tap, bring it in. Inhale, kicks you back. Exhale, tap. As you inhale, left leg straightens. We'll find that pulse for 3, 2, and 1. Right knee bends, left toes find the mat. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, sink a little deeper into crescent. Arms reach to the sky, big breath in, palms unite overhead. Drop the back heel, exhale, wiggle it back, warrior 2, look forwards. Inhale. As you exhale, left knee bends, ground down, spring back up, warrior 2, breathe in. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, spring up. Exhale, sink. Inhale, spring. On the exhale, come down into your variation of Skandasana. Hands can stay to the heart. Maybe come into the mat and pulse up and down for 3, for 2, and 1. Big push, warrior 2 to breathe in. Wimble it down, Vinyasa Chaturanga. Exhale. Lift your chest, gaze as high, breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches high to the sky, big breath in to point those toes. Bend into your left knee, open into your hip right away, exhale. Inhale, left knee wide to the left, all the way in towards the face, knee to the nose. Spread the shoulders. Exhale, left knee, left foot returns to the mat. Use your inhale to point your right toes, foot in line with the hips. Squeeze the right bum cheek. And exhale, bend the elbows, chin lowers a little closer to the mat. Push up, breathe in. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, push up. We'll go for one more. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, lower your right foot to the mat. Have the toes to the curled. Then spread the shoulders, left knee towards the face. Inhale, heel to the bum. Exhale, hips to the sky. Left knee presses against the right knee. Left heel towards the bum cheek. Flex those toes, create that isometric contraction again. How high can you lift the hips? Like a down dog, but with a bit of a twist. One like a down dog. Left leg reaches to the sky. Breathe in, point those toes up. Exhale, left knee drives close to the face. Big step through, this time towards low lunge. And Vinyasa, right knee towards the mat. Untuck the back toes, sweep your palms to touch overhead, square those hips. Inhale, exhale, sink through the front left knee. Find that openness in the hips. Pause for your breath in. And pause for your breath out. Fingers reach off towards the very top of your mat. Curl your back right toes, lift your back right knee. As you inhale, spring off the back right toes, right knee to the nose. Exhale, compress into a little ball. Step back, inhale. Exhale, spring forwards. Inhale, step back. Exhale, spring forwards. Inhale, step back. Exhale, spring forwards. One more to come back as you inhale. Then drop your right heel down, warrior 2 feet. Exhale, windmill, arms come wide, chest and hips open, looking forwards, breathe in. Flip the left palm, reach and exalt, reverse, exhale. Warrior 2, breathe in, open up again. Exhale, windmill it down. We're going to pivot on those back right toes, right heel lifts. Arms are level, chest is open, gaze is high. Continuing to find, observe the breath. Now we're reaching up with that left hand so much that that right hand begins to float, maybe onto the tips of the fingers, maybe it releases off the mat altogether. Perhaps even that right hand starts to reach out 90 degrees with the arms. Breathe, energize. Exhale, right hand drops to the mat, left hand swoops down. Spring off the right toes, right foot by the left. As you bend the knees, poke your bum back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, puff up the heart, sit the weight down now. Exhale. Inhale, move the knuckles away. Exhale, fold from the hips, dive towards your toes, drive those knuckles overhead. Release the fingers on the next breath out. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, refold. Bend the knees out to the side, bump towards the heels, lift the chest, inhale. Drop the heels down, straighten the legs, exhale. Inhale, knees bend out wide, chest lifts. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll go one more to come down, breathe in, work into those thighs, heels to the mat, exhale, fold. Bend the knees, fingers clasped behind the lower back, lift the chest, awkward chair, breathe in. Grounding down through the left foot, exhale. Bring the right heel towards the right bum cheek if you can, but keep the inner thighs squeezed, knees are pressed, keep those toes flexed. As you exhale, moving into warrior three, options to use blocks or drop the hands to the mat. Kick the right toes down, the heel goes back. Warrior three. Take another breath in. We're going to find our Shiva squat. Exhale, left knee bends, maybe the right knee taps the back of the calf. Inhale, come back, warrior three, flex. Exhale, tap. Inhale, flex. Exhale, tap. As you inhale, try and stay in warrior three. We're going to find a little pulse. 3, 2, keep breathing. And 1, bend the left knee, big step back with the right toes. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, sink down through the front left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up into high lunge. As you exhale, drop the back heel, open up the arms, warrior two. Pause for the breath in. Moving into Skandasana, right knee bends, left leg straightens, exhale, sink. Spring up as you inhale, look forwards. Exhale, bend, sink. Inhale, springs you up. Exhale. Move with breath, inhale. And on that last one, as you exhale, get as low as you can. Hands can stay to the heart. Maybe the fingers drop. Just start to explore a little pulse. Imagine your bum's like a basketball, up and down for 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips, spring up, warrior two as you inhale. Windmill the hands down, take a chaturanga as you exhale, shoulders back. Peel, lift the chest, shoulders back, upward dog or cobra pose, breath in. And just lower the knees towards the mat. Bum towards the heels, exhale. As you sit up nice and tall, fingers interlaced behind the lower back. Finding that bind, puff up the heart, breathe in, both knuckles move towards the left. Then as you exhale, we'll lower the left ear to the left shoulder. Breathe in deeply, feeling that stretch on the right side of your neck. Inhale, tilt the head back, knuckles move to the right, exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. And inhale to tilt back. Lowering onto the bum, we'll just have our tips of the toes at the very top of our mat. Reach the arms forwards, inhale. Exhale, fluid sweep onto the back of the body. Lower the hands, keep the knees bent, bring those feet in. Just reach the right leg up to the sky, flex the toes to the back of the room, bend the right knee. Right ankle crosses just below the left knee. So finding a figure 4 to begin with. And this might feel quite intense in your hip right away. If it is, just breathe as we are. Otherwise, hands can find the mat. Come to lift the hips up, maybe finding a bit of a bridge variation. And you want to use the squeeze of the glutes and the thrust of the hips to give you that height. Perhaps the fingers interlace, maybe wiggling those shoulders in together. Close down the eyes, continuing to breathe. Inhale, right leg kicks to the sky, flex the toes. Exhale, lower the hips but not all the way. Big push to lift. Inhale, exhale to lower. Inhale, push, exhale, lower. As you inhale, lift, and we'll find a pulse for 3, 2, and on 1, hips lift, move the hands, exhale to drop. Release the shoulders. Cactus or spread the arms, right knee bend, and then just create a bit of like a curtsy cross with the legs. Big breath in. Both knees move to the left, gaze goes to the right. Notice how this feels. If this is intense, you can always unslot the legs and have your right leg just rested above your left leg. If you want more sensation, really wiggle that left hip underneath you, and then allow the knees to come closer and closer to the mat. Inhale, move those knees back, uncross your legs, arms rest by the side of the bodies for a moment. Raise your left leg to the sky, breathe in, flex those toes. As you exhale, cross your left ankle just below your right knee. And then again, maybe we stay here if this feels good, just releasing, opening into the hips. Perhaps you want to lift those hips up. As you push, lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes, thrust through the hips. Maybe those fingers interlace and the shoulders wiggle in, giving you a bit of extra height. Using the flex of the left foot. Keeping those hips lifted. Next breath in, release the left leg, flex the toes. Exhale, lower the hips, but not all the way, just hover them. Big push to lift, inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push. Exhale, come down. As you inhale, push to lift the hips. We're going to pulse for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to lift, release the hands, exhale, bump to the mat. Cross those legs over, unshuffle the shoulders, cactus, spread the arms, inhale. Both knees flop towards the right, just your gaze goes to your left. Ensuring the breath travels throughout the whole of your body. Allow the body to unwind, to release any holds. And peel your way back as you take a breath in. Release the legs, release the arms, exhale. Ensure your palms are facing up, continuing to receive all that goodness from your class. And in peace from within.